Extremely happy to welcome the viewers of my YouTube channel for another video, that is Success to Gate Control Systems Module 19. Here I have covered the questions from Bode plot analysis in chemical engineering discipline, electrical engineering discipline, electronics and communication engineering discipline, and instrumentation engineering discipline. So I have taken questions from Bode plot in all these disciplines, especially the last 5 years question papers I have considered. Let me move to the question straight away. The first question is taken from GATE 2016 question paper, Electronics Engineering Set 2, question number 47. The asymptotic Bode phase plot of G of S equal to K by S plus 0.1 into S plus 10 into S plus P1 with K and P1 both positive is shown below. The value of P1 is dash. So they have given the asymptotic phase plot. Normally it is the habit of visualizing the asymptotic magnitude plot, but this problem or this question they have given the asymptotic phase plot. So how to approach this particular question? See, very simple. First of all, we should write the transfer function in time constant form. Time constant form means I should have only 1 plus st factors. So here it is pole zero form. So s plus a, s plus b, like that it is there. So here 0.1 should be taken outside, 10 should be taken outside, P1 should be taken outside. Therefore 1 plus 10s, 1 plus zero point 0.1s, because 0.1 when you take 1 by 0.1, 10 when you take you will get 1 by 10. So 1 plus 10s, 1 plus 0.1, yes. Therefore the 10 and 0.1 when it is outside, 10 into 0.1 is 1. And P1 when you take outside, so P1 into 1 plus 1 by P1, as that P1 when it is brought to the numerator, K by P1, that's all. So in sinusoidal transfer function form, G of j omega is this. That is just by substituting S is equal to j omega, you get this. Now phase angle of G of j omega is K by P1 will not contribute any phase angle. 1 plus j tan omega phase angle is minus tan inverse of 10 omega because of presence in the denominator minus sign. Similarly, 1 plus j 0.1 omega minus tan inverse of 0.1 omega, and this is minus tan inverse of 1 by P1 omega. And we know very well that the corner frequencies are, whenever we get G of S in time constant form, the corner frequencies are 1 by 10.1, 1 by 0.1 10, 1 by P1 is P1. So 0.1 10 and P1 radian per second are corner frequencies. And we know very well that each factor, whenever we have minus tan inverse of omega t, we know very well from the Bode plot of individual factors, that is when we have a 1 by 1 plus st factor, minus tan inverse of omega t will contribute a phase angle of minus 45 degree at the corner frequency, and it will contribute close to minus 90 degree at 10 times the corner frequency. And similarly, when the frequency is more than the 10 times the corner frequency, there also it is minus 90 degree. Very simple, sir. For example, when you take the corner frequency 0.1, for this 0.1 means, so 10 into 0.1 is 1. What is tan inverse of 1? Tan inverse of 1 is 45 degree. And 10 times the corner frequency means 0.1 means 1 is the corner frequency. 1 is the 10 times the corner frequency. So 10 into 1. So tan inverse of 10 if you do, it will be minus 83 degree. That is why I said it is close to minus 90 degree. So this property should be exploited to solve this problem. That's all. So here again, no new concept or new formula or new expression is used to solve the problem. Same old concepts are used, but properly they are used at appropriate situation. That's all. So tan inverse of 10 omega minus tan inverse of 10 omega. Similarly, minus tan inverse of 0.1 omega at corner frequency. What is the corner frequency? Here the corner frequency is 10. So 10 radian per second, it will contribute minus 45 degree. 100 radian per second, it will contribute minus 87 degree, minus 83 degree or minus 90 degree. That's all. So here this will contribute. So here the corner frequency is P1. So at P1 it will contribute minus 45 degree. At 10 times P1 it will contribute minus 90 degree. That's all. So that is what I have written here. Very simple. Now they have given at 0.01 the phase angle 0 degree, because 0.01 no factor is contributing an appreciable angle, because at 10 times less than the corner frequency the phase angle is almost 0 degree, that's all. That is why all these factors will contribute only 0 degree. Okay, so at point 1, so point 1 it is minus 45 degree, that means point 1 minus 45 means point 1 is the corner frequency of this. Therefore, this alone contributes. These two do not contribute. Therefore, these two frequencies should be definitely greater than this frequency as far as the corner frequency is concerned. Right? That is why I have written at 0.1 radian per second minus 45 minus 0 minus 0 minus 45 degrees. Correct? At 1 radian per second, it is minus 135. Therefore, whatever contribution that point 1 was at point 1 the first factor was contributing, now it is 10 times the corner frequency, therefore it will contribute minus 90 degree. Therefore another minus 45 degree should be contributed by a factor which is having corner frequency as at 1 radian per second. Fortunately, there is no corner frequency. Therefore, P1 should be that one. That's all. Very simple. Therefore, at the third frequency, the 10, that is the third factor whose corner frequency is 10, that will not contribute at 1 because it is less than 1 is less than 10. The same whatever logic that I have said here for 0.01. No factors contribute, no? Right. So here it is 0. The 10 radian per second. So 10 radian per second. So this corner frequency is 0.1. Already it has contributed minus 45 at 0.1. So 1 it is close to minus 90. Definitely 10 also it is minus 90 because minus tan inverse of omega t maximum angle is minus 90 degree. That's also minus 90. So this will contribute at 10 because 10 is the corner frequency. Therefore, this will contribute minus 45 degree. That's all. Therefore, this has to contribute minus 90 degree. Therefore, this P1 should be 1 only. That's what I am saying. So, P1 is 1 means then only you will have 90 degree because at 10 times the corner frequency. So, minus 225 degree. See, at 100 radian per second, all are contributing minus 90 degree. Why? Because at 100 radian per second, this corner frequency is 0.1. Therefore, 100 is very, very greater. Therefore, definitely minus 90. 0.1. This is 10. Now I am calculating at 100. Therefore, this is also minus 90. Very close to minus 90. And this is 1. Therefore, at 100, this will also contribute minus 90. Therefore, from all these four expressions, what is very clear is the angle contribution made by the third factor, if it has to be like what is given in the four expressions, definitely it should be P1 equal to 1 only. Therefore, 1 radian per second is the corner frequency. That's all. So next problem. So it is taken from GATE 2016 Electrical Engineering Set 1 question number 30. Consider the following asymptotic Bode magnitude plot. Omega is in radian per second. Which one of the following transfer functions is best represented by the above magnitude plot? So magnitude plot is given here. So which of the transfer functions is best represented by this plot? So that is the question. See, four options are given. Now just by seeing this particular plot, what we can understand is initially we have 20 dB per decade slope up to a particular frequency. Thereafter the slope is 0. So that means you have a constant magnitude. Again you have a slope which is minus 40 dB per decade. So positive slope means we have already seen in our regular control system lecture series, we have already seen positive 20 dB per decade means K into S term should be present. That's all. So here 20 dB is changed to 0 dB means there is a slope reduction of minus 20 dB per decade at this corner frequency, which we do not know, we have to calculate. Therefore, 20 to 0 dB means there should be a factor corresponding to this 1 by 1 plus ST, that's all. Then at this corner frequency, the slope is changing from 0 to minus 40. That means you have double the minus 20 dB per decade. So 0 to minus 40 means minus 40 dB per decade reduction. So here only minus 20 dB per decade, that is the reduction. So here the negative slope is minus 40 dB per decade. Therefore, we have to have 1 by 1 plus ST whole square term present. Now if you see all these four expressions, 1 plus st is present here, therefore this cannot be the right option. And if you see the option C, 1 plus st whole square is not at all there. Therefore, option B and option C will not fit into this behavior or characteristic. Therefore, we have to check whether option A or option D is suitable. That is what I have said. Here, one point is this corner frequency should be greater than 0.5 and this corner frequency should be less than 8. So, if you investigate both of these transfer functions, this is 2 corner frequency, this is 4, whereas this is 0.5 corner frequency and this is 0.25. Therefore, this cannot fit into the behavior. This only closely fit into the behavior because 0.5 means 2. So definitely this frequency is definitely greater than 0.5, so 2. This frequency is definitely less than 8, therefore it is 4. Therefore option A only is correct. See, this problem we have solved even without equating anything or solving the equations. Nothing we have done. Just by seeing we were able to do it because we know how to use the knowledge that we have gained in the control system lecture series. So what is very, very important in solving problems of this kind is whatever knowledge we have gained in the regular lecture series, we should be able to apply. That's all. Apply, analyze. Next problem. GATE 2016 Instrumentation Engineering question paper, question number 38. The transfer function g of s of a system which has a asymptotic Bode plot shown below is what? So here four similar transfer functions are given, and if you see the magnitude plot, initially it is 0. Whenever you have initial slope 0 means definitely you will not have 0 at origin or pole at origin. Only k factor is present. Whenever you have constant slope initially means, then you have positive slope, and this is 10 power 0 means 1, this is 10 power 1 means 10. So when you move from 1 to 10, the magnitude is moving from 0 to 40. So 0 to 40, that is 40 dB increase when you move from 10 power 0 to 10 power 1. Therefore, for 1 decade, 40 dB is increasing. Therefore, what does it mean? 1 plus st whole square term is present. That is the meaning. Then this factor is contributing. Thereafter, 40 dB is reduced to 0. That means there is a minus 40 dB per decade slope. So which is a factor that will give minus 40 dB per decade slope after the corner frequency? 1 by 1 plus st whole square, that's all. Therefore, we should have 1 plus st whole square form as well as 1 by 1 plus st whole square form. Okay, this is one thing. And if you see all the four expressions, definitely option C will not fit into this. However, we have to check the remaining three. If you see the remaining three, what happens is option A you have s minus 1, option D also you have s minus 1. That is, you have real part in the negative. What I can say, 0 here, 0 is present. Open loop 0 is present in the right half of S plane. Here open loop 0 as well as open loop pole, they are present in the right half of S plane. That means the system is not a minimum phase transfer function. It is a non-minimum phase system. But if you see the phase angle, it is 0 to 180, positive angle only. Why 0 to 180 means because of 1 plus st whole square term. Okay, why 180 to 0 means 1 by 1 plus st whole square, because 1 plus st contributes a phase angle of 90 degree. Therefore, whole square means 90 into 2, 180 degree. So 180 to 0 means 2 terms. Therefore, 1 by 1 plus st whole square, that also fit into this particular characteristic. Therefore, if you take this option A or option D, you have zeros and poles in the right half of S plane. Definitely, you will not have this characteristic. Somewhere the phase angle will come down or it may become negative. We do not see that characteristic. Therefore, G of S has to be a minimum phase system. That means we should not have poles or zeros in the right half of this plane. Only positive angle variation is there. Therefore, only this particular combination is suitable because 1 plus st whole square 1 by 1 plus st whole square. Further, no poles and zeros are present in the right half of S plane. So here again, I did not solve with the equations. Just by inspection, I was able to find out. Last problem. So it is taken from GATE 2017 Chemical Engineering question paper, question number 51. The open loop transfer function of a process with a proportional controller gain Kc is GOL equal to Kc into e power minus 2s by s. Based on the Bode criterion for closed loop stability, the ultimate gain of the controller corrected to do 2 decimal places is dash. Right, so that is you have to round that to 2 decimal place. So Bode criterion for closed loop stability means what we have to see? Gain margin and phase margin we have to see. So even without drawing the Bode plot, we can do very simple. So we have to find out gain margin. Gain margin, if we have to find out, we should know the phase crossover frequency. And if we want to find out the phase margin, we should know gain crossover frequency. From that, we can check whether the gain margin and phase margin are positive. If both are positive, closed loop system is stable. Therefore, what is the ultimate gain of the controller at which the system is just stable? That is what asked. So magnitude of the transfer function Kc is Kc, e power minus j omega is e power minus j theta, that is cos theta minus j sin theta modulus is 1, j omega modulus is omega, so Kc by omega. Therefore, what is the magnitude of this in dB? 20 logarithm of this, that's all. Then what about the phase angle in degrees? We have already seen e power minus j theta means it is minus theta minus 2 omega, and minus 2 omega it is in radians. It should be converted to degrees. Pi radians corresponds to 180 degree means 2 omega radians corresponds to watts, that's all. So minus of this, and j omega means the phase angle is 90 degree because of its presence in the denominator, minus 90. So to find the phase crossover frequency, phase angle expression is equated to minus 180. Therefore, if you simplify this, we will get omega as pi by 4, which is 0.7857 radian per second. So at this phase crossover frequency, I am finding the gain margin. See, gain margin means what? Reciprocal of the gain at the phase crossover frequency. That means Kc by omega, I have to reciprocate. So 20, that is omega by Kc, or we have to take the minus sign. That's all. This also we have seen. And whenever the gain is A, 1 by A is the gain margin. So 20 log 1 by A is minus 20 log A. That's all. So here the gain is Kc omega. So 20 log Kc by omega. Therefore, what is gain margin in dB? Minus 20 log Kc by omega. That's all. Therefore, minus 20 log Kc by omega has to be positive, means we know omega is 0.7857. Therefore, at the phase crossover frequency, gain margin has to be positive, means this logarithm of Kc by omega should be negative. When logarithm of something will be negative? Only when the something is less than 1. Therefore, that something Kc by omega should be less than 1. Therefore, Kc should be less than omega. Therefore, only when Kc is less than that 0.7857, gain margin is positive. So, this is one thing. Similarly, we should see the phase margin also. So, how to find out the phase margin? We have to find out the gain crossover frequency. What is the gain crossover frequency? It is the frequency at which the magnitude is 1 or magnitude is 0 dB. Therefore, when Kc and omega they are equal, it is that frequency is gain crossover frequency. Suppose that gain crossover frequency is less than 0.7857, means if it is less than 0.7857, for example, so when this for in that case Kc also should be equal to omega. Let us find out gain for corner frequency is 0.7857 radian per second in that case. Therefore, if this is less than 0.7857, whatever value we get, that also should be Kc. We have seen that Kc should be less than 0.7857 from the gain margin consideration. Therefore, for phase margin also, we should take that case. Therefore, gain crossover frequency should be less than that only. That is possible only when Kc is less than 0.7857. So if Kc is less than 0.857, so omega c is also less than 0.7857. Therefore, if you find out the phase angle, so if you find the phase angle at a frequency less than 0.7857, what is the phase angle? Definitely less negative than minus 180. Less negative than minus 180 means, for example, minus 160 means, what is the phase margin? 620 degrees. That's all. So phase margin positive. Therefore, we can see that gain crossover frequency should always be less than the phase crossover frequency. Gain crossover frequency should always be less than the phase crossover frequency if at all the system has to be stable. That also we have seen, or we will see in the future lectures. So if omega g has to be less than omega 5 phase crossover frequency, then the system is stable. Therefore, that condition also satisfied when Kc is less than 0.7857. So when Kc is less than 0.7857, so it is not only that the gain margin is positive, the corresponding gain crossover frequency is also less than 0.7857. Therefore, this is phase crossover frequency is 0.7857, which is more than the gain crossover frequency. System is stable. Therefore, the ultimate gain of the controller is 0.7857, corrected to two decimal places 0.79. So here again, I have solved only with the basic mathematical approach. So if one is strong in basic maths, basic algebra, and if the candidate is able to use the common sense properly, I don't think solution to GATE examination will be a difficult task. It is very easy. Anyway, for the benefit of the learners, what are the lecture videos that they have to refer if they have to master the Bode plot from the fundamentals till the advanced problems? So that also I have given 4 videos. These videos I have already done in my control systems lecture series 1 to 23. So the corresponding URLs of the 4 videos are also given. So I need your sincere suggestions, comments, queries, feedback for my improvement. I also need your views, sharing, watching the videos, and then subscriptions. I'm sure you will be able to do that. So I thank you very much, and I will meet you in the next module. There again I will do the problems in Bode plot analysis. Till then, goodbye.